Hi there. I know we're a little early, just checking in. Hi, everybody. All right. Hey, Beth. Long time no see. Can you guys hear me okay? Send me a smiley face or a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Yes. Hey, Tony. Woohoo! Awesome. Okay, it's after 7. We're going to give it a few more. Thank you. Awesome. We're going to give it a few more minutes here just to kind of see who's coming in to join. Excellent. Thought I could see it on my Facebook page, but I'm guessing I cannot. So thought I'd be able to. Oh, there we are. Oh, good. Okay, I'm a little late on there, but that's okay. No big deal. Awesome. Okay. So those of you that have gotten your catalogs, those of you that have been customers of mine, have placed orders in the last few months, definitely should have gotten your catalog from me. Yay! We love it. It's awesome. Can't hear too much? Okay, I have no noise in the background here, but hopefully you don't hear the air conditioning in my basement here. I moved out of my office, which is like a cave, and eventually here I'm going to get a little microphone so you guys can hear me better, but I hope this helps. Okay. All right. Okay, so tonight is basically showing you 3 really fun ideas using products, new products, and new stamping suites from our catalog. Hi, Janelle. This is great. Awesome. Okay. So basically what this is showing you what can be done in a workshop. For many of you, you can't get to one of my events, or you're just not able to get out to anything. I've had customers who are actual shut-ins, are not able to get out, maybe have had some health issues, and so now this is a great way for you to see what I do in a workshop. So I'm just spending a few minutes here just kind of going into details about what I do. Most of you know what I do. Believe it or not, this will be going into my 20th year August 13th. What? I know, I can't even believe it. Hard to believe. It's amazing, and it doesn't get old for me. So just throwing it out there, if you think you might like to try it for a few months, 3 months, I always say give it at least 6 months. I'd love to have you on board. I'm very laid back. I don't push. I'm not pushy. I don't push anybody to recruit. If they do, fabulous. If they don't, I totally get it. Anyway, I'm going to show you some great things. Hey, Tiff, nice to see you. Tonight's hostess code, it's going to be backwards on here. Sorry. I don't know if you can see it. If you'd like to place an order tonight, and you want the order sent directly to you, this is the hostess code. And it's going to be NKNJSM3S. If you plan on ordering more than $149, I suggest don't use the code, be your own hostess. Tonight's hostess, any orders that I get, and I get hostess rewards, I'm getting items to send to all of you that place an order with me. It doesn't matter what size order. But I will tell you, anyone that spends $50 or more with me is going to be getting the new mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Let me get, oh, they're tiny. Oh my gosh, super tiny. Hey Jim, I got a guy on here. Excellent, Jim, how are you? We did law enforcement classes together. Woohoo! I'm retired, he's not, as far as I know. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is show you the first card. Are you excited? Throw me a couple thumbs up out there. Or do you want me just to keep talking? You're like, woohoo! Okay, cool. All right, my hair is going up. Gotta put it up. We're gonna get down to business here. Putting on my stamping, get it going face here. All right. Here we go. Oh. Okay, see that? That is a gift card holder. Oh, yeah, this one's empty. It's been used. But it's a cute little idea with the new stamp set with the watercolor. So that's kind of a cool idea. Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to switch. So we're going to have it so it faces down on what I'm doing so that nothing's backwards, because there's nothing worse than seeing something being demonstrated and it's backwards. So hopefully you'll be able to see me demonstrate just fine. So excuse me for a minute while I put my hands in your face. We're going to switch, maybe? Nope. Let's see. Okay, we're getting going here. Sorry about that. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so I have my pad here. Okay. Yay! Okay. Now, what I have, so this, I have dimensions and everything for you. This is the coffee gift card that fits right into an envelope, no problem. So we're going to put him off to the side here. There we go. Okay, so what I have is you have the Coffee Cafe bundle photopolymer, and the dies and the stamps are $45.75, and you save 10%. So we have the DSP, the Designer Series paper, Coffee Break, very vanilla, early espresso cardstock, and you have watercolor paper, and we have the copper trim, we have for the pulling layer, we got the ink, that's early espresso, aqua painters. Okay, so we're going to get started with the dimensions here. Okay, I got to put this upside down now that I see this. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So then you can see that maybe a little bit better. How's that? Okay. So I can't see you guys commenting. Oh, there we go. Oh, let me... Mom's doing okay. Thanks. So I can't see you guys commenting. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're going to move this off to the side. Let me show you this yummy paper. Super cool. So I'm going to open it up here. Look at that. So we got like a wood paper. As you can see, I'm already using it. So you got the cute designs of coffee cups and mugs. You got your coffee plants in a fun design. Lots of masculine card ideas, definitely. And yes, it sure looks like the colors of Starbucks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And these are little beans. They look like fingerprints, though. And that's kind of fun. And then we got hearts on the one side, and then this is the paper I'm using. Oh, and then look at that. Coffee stains. I like that. This one's going to get used. Haven't dabbled with it yet, but definitely this one is great for masculine card ideas. I have a lot of friends here, their husbands, brothers, uncles, sons. Definitely this paper is going to be used. Okay, so we're going to move this off to the side. All right. Okay, we're going to use our Stampin' Dimensional, our Stampin' Trimmer. And I already have items. Okay, so we have Coffee Cafe. So we got this right here. This is the photopolymer. Those of you who've been stamping with me for a long time, maybe you haven't played with the photopolymer yet. I like it. I still love wood for a lot of things, but I do have to say I'm falling in love with all forms of our stamps. So I hope you get a kick out of all this. Hi, Jacob. Woohoo! Now you can see what I'm doing here. How are ya? Class of '86. Woo! This is great. I got people from all over. And these are the dies that come with it. So kind of a fun, you got your cups, your foam, your little espresso cup right here. You've got your little label piece right here. So kind of cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, I've got everything that I need in my shoebox. So always good that way. Okay, so getting the card to fold over, we're going to be using half of the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And basically to fold it over, I'm just going to go with the 5.5, and I'm going to use the score blade. I'm going to move it. I've scored it right in half, and now I'm going to cut it at 4.5 by 11 here. Excuse me, 4.25. There we go. So with a bone folder, I'm just going to fold it over. So you have it like this. Basically, what I'm doing here is adding with my fast fused tape. Those of you that haven't used it, yes, I like to use my other tape that I fondly call the Booger Maker tape, Snail, which is called neat and inline tape. I still like the fast fuse as well. Some of you have a love-hate relationship with it and you've thrown yours away. I understand. It's getting used to it. So now we're going to put the Booger Maker tape off to the side. The reason why I call it Booger Maker tape, because if you go too fast, you get little tape boogers stuck. Yeah, I know. It's gross, but it's something I call it. All right, so what we're going to do is open this up. You're going to add tape to both sides to close it up to make it like a little holder. And you have to get it started. Add your tape, clip off. Now we're going to do it again. Down, off. Now the space in between here, I use the grid paper to give myself an idea of what I need for in the middle. And for me, I made it 3 inches for the piece. You're just going to fold it over. And it's going to be down, just like that. Now on this, I'm using 2 punches, 2 of our circle punches. One's a 1 inch and one's a 1/4 inch. The 1 inch is to cut the little layer so I can get my little piece inside there. So what I do is I just kind of line it up. I eyeball a lot of things. And I just, it looks pretty good. And then I just push it down. Whee! Whoa, that came up. Got your safety glasses on? All right. So there's my piece right there. That goes off. Now, let's see, we have our vanilla piece. So the base is 4.25 by 11. Now your first layer that's going to go on top of here is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So it's going to sit right in there. And let me just make sure I have it correct here. Yeah, I came in a little lower with my punch. That's why it's not lining up exact. But I'm good with that. Okay, so now we're going to stamp a little. And I'm getting all my blocks out. Alright, so we've got our little beans, coffee beans. We've got our actual coffee mug. Now what's nice about these, if you get these really screwed up and wet, I mean if they get all inky, whatever the case may be, you can wash them in the sink with soap and water, let them air dry, and they stay sticky again. Ah, chemistry. Okay, so now what I do is I lay it down, especially the ones that look like they're going to wobble all over the place. you want to lay it flat, and the shape should be just perfect, and then just place your block right on top of here, and it should be just fine. And let's see here. We got our fun saying here. I'm going to use scrap. So here we have our Life Happens Coffee Helps. I'm going to use soft suede. We're going to stamp that. Put him off to the side here. Okay. And up here I'm just going to add some coffee beans. Do that down here, starting it up there. Okay, looks good, just in case. Okay, so there's my coffee. Little coffee beans here. Oh, we're going to keep him to the side here. All right, now I have my designer paper, and I trimmed it down to 3/4 of an inch by, let's see, 2 inches by 3 3/4. So we're going to line this up. I'm going to add tape. And we're just going to put that right in the center there. I'm going to place it. There's a reason why I use the grid paper, to line everything up. Okay, there it is right there. So now we're going to go ahead and glue it down onto the base. Oh, look at that, is why we call it the booger maker. I made boogers. All right. Then we're going to line this up. So there's our piece right there. Now we're going to start with the watercolor paper. I'm going to put this off to the side. And I'm going to use Early Espresso. And I'm just going to ink it. You don't want to mash it, you just want to ink it enough. And because they're photopolymer, because they're not wood stamps with the extra rubber cushioning, we're going to place it on my pad. It helps immensely. Now we're just going to place this down. I always have extra just in case I make an oops. Okay, so there's the coffee cup. We're going to place them off to the side here. Now, let's see, I need my lid. And again, I'm just going to use the dark All right, there's my lid. I'm just cleaning off my stamps off to the side here. Can't keep too much clutter in this space, otherwise you guys will fire me, so. All right, now we're gonna start coloring. So we're gonna put the Early Espresso away. Okay, so that you can kind of see what I did here. You take the lid and you paint from inside here. For those of you, it's been a while, just take your pads. You're not going to crush them. Just push give them a little hug or a kiss if you want to call it that. Open it up, and these are our aqua painters, and you can fill them with water, or you can fill them with bleach if you're doing a bleach method. But this is kind of a cool thing, and you're just coloring them. And what I'm going to do here is just, I got some paper toweling, I'm just going to add a little bit here, and I'm just going to color. And you don't have to be a watercolor artist, you just do it. And no matter what you do, it's going to be awesome. And there are some demonstrators that are actually using real coffee. They're letting it sit in their coffee cups without creamer, and they're dabbing into it and painting with it so that their card smells like coffee, which is a brilliant idea. It may be gross for some of you, but I think it's kind of cool. Okay. There we are. So we have our coffee mug. Placing it off to the side here. Now, I don't already have one done for you. I'm going to show you what I do to speed it up. We're going to be using the heat tool, and it's going to take a few moments here. Get it started. You could use a hair dryer for this, absolutely, or go off, get a cup of coffee, let it dry, and by the time you're done, it should be ready to go. Everything you're seeing here, we sell. And basically you're just drying it. Flip it over. And do it again. Okay, there we go. It's good to go. Now we're going to have the fun part is cutting out. And let's see here. We got to use the Big Shot. And for those of you who have not used a Big Shot before, it's a great tool. And here's our new platform piece. It's kind of nice for the different pieces that we have. You're going to place this on top. Think of this as your bread. Okay? We're making a sandwich now with the Big Shot. Think of this as your meat, if you will. So we're going to place that right there. And I'm going to use my dies, and I'm looking for it. Oh, what did I do? Oh, got the Big Shot on it. Okay, so we're going to use this little framelit, and you're just going to place it on top here. Okay. Bring it out so you don't mess it up. Here comes your bread, and now you have a sandwich. Hey, Melinda, from up north, yay! Okay, and there you go. And it cuts it out perfectly. Okay, so we won't be needing the Big Shot right now. Put it off to the side. All right. So this is what we're doing. So this is this part right here, which is kind of cool. Now we're going to use dimensionals to place this on here. And I'm just going to line it up so you can see this. So I'm going to take 4 of our regular dimensionals. And you just peel them off. And then you just line it up. If you need to, you can always pop it up. There we go. So there's the cup. Yay! Okay, now I'm going to use this dark piece right here, which measures 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to add tape to this. I'm going to use my fast fuse because I really want it to stick. So I place it on the grid, and we're just going to line it up. Hey, Joan. Okay, let's see how that looks. Kind of a neat piece here. Okay, so now we're going to place it right on here. Now you could add more dimensionals. I'm not. I'm just placing it right on there. Totally up to you. Great idea to add more. Never a problem. I know it's always a bummer when you see the other side and you go, oh, we're covering it. But that's okay. There's plenty of designer series paper to go around. Okay. And then you just line it up. I eyeball it. Because remember, this is a homemade item. This is not, I am somewhat professional. I try anyway. So anyway, there you go. You have that. Now for your inside piece. So in here, I have my crumb cake, because this is some of the colors in the pack here. We have crumb cake. And this piece is 3 inches by 5 3/8. I know that's nuts. You could make it 5 1/4 if you wanted to, but I made it 5 3/8. So on here, this is where, on this one, I just have the Starbucks card. I didn't do anything extra other than the punch, but I think on this one I'm going to add more beans. Hi, Michelle. And I'm just going to place them wherever randomly. And if you want, you could always decorate the other side. Okay, now I'm done with my beans for the moment. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to add a circle. That's going to be my pull piece. And I'm using the 1 1/4. And you can add tape. And I'm just placing it halfway on there, like that, and then you just flip over, fold it down. See, it's like that. And, I did not bring my, oh, yes I did. Check it out. This is new product, and it's our new, I'm finding it, copper trim. And there's not really any stretch to it. It's just really fine. Kind of a cool trim to use. And we're just going to take a piece off here. And I'm just going to piece this on here. Place it like that. I'm going to add a staple, and it doesn't matter if it's, you could glue it down if you want, or, you know, to let it stay there. Maybe some of you are more nimble than I, but when you're live, you get nervous. No, I'm just kidding. Been doing this for a long time. All right, see, that's how it goes on there. Now I'm just trimming it off. just a little bit. And there's my piece. And now, let's see. So yes, I love Starbucks. I also like Quick Trip. I don't know if they're in other states. I know they're certainly here in Wisconsin. We got one a couple years ago here in Lake Geneva, and it's been wonderful. Love getting their cold brew, which they just brought out. Awesome! Okay, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of tape to place my card on here. Once again, these are all empty. I'm not going to hand them out to somebody like this, but they can certainly peel it off and it won't be a problem. You can always re-gift if that's the case. So we have our card like that, and the one we did. Again, you don't want to go down too far. Look at how I have mine here. As you can see, I went deeper than I probably should have. That's okay. Now, if the person complains, shame on them. They're never getting another card from me again. All right. Now, just place it inside here. And there's your piece. And then we're going to place this one inside here. And I'm going to put it in an envelope in a moment here to show you. Okay. There we go. Am I good? Let's see. All right, there it is. Okay, now to go in an envelope, I'm looking for my envelope. Here we go. To show you the proof is in the pudding here. Just place it inside one of our envelopes, or an envelope of your choice, and you just put it inside there. Look at that. Ta-da! Awesome! You could decorate the envelope. Absolutely. So there you go. I will place this up on my Facebook page later, as well as my blog, and with the measurements and everything, including the sample next to it, so that you can... I've got prices, I've got numbers here, I even have pages for things so that you can see it. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Let me clean this area up. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate the love. Thank you. Clean up. Can't be a messy stamper, right? Okay. Yeah, if I panned away, you would really see the mess. Oh my gosh. No. All right. Here we go. Hi, Jill. Yay! It's my upline. Thank you. My upline. All right. All right, send me thumbs up if you want to see card number 2. Send me some love. Give me some thumbs up. My daughter's giving me thumbs up. Thank you, Janelle. I appreciate it. Patty. I appreciate it, people. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Ta-da! Look at that. Oh, this is a cool thank you card. This is my Berry Burst flower card. This one is fun. This is our new Daisy Delight suite. And I have to tell you, I love it. And it just became available. The punch just became available yesterday. So I'm very, very excited. Hi, Patty. So if you want to order this, it is now available. I'm so excited. Notice, as I bring it closer, oh, it shimmers. So I've got Wink of Stella on there. And I'm telling you, I put Wink of Stella on everything. Hi, Karen. So that's kind of cool. I don't want to shove it in your face here. Okay, and check these out. Oh my gosh, these are our new Glimmer enamel dots. Look at how cool these are. They're rounded, so they shouldn't poke through any envelopes going in the mail. No extra postage. I'm just telling you, they're very, very cool. And then I got a little metallic silver here, thread for you. Very cool. All right, let's get started. Yes. So what we have here is we have the Daisy Delight, and we have the Color Theory paper. And like I said, we have Wink Costello. I did 2 right here of the daisies, and I used markers and all kinds of good stuff. And I have the measurements for you as well. So we're going to get started. Thanks, Deb. Okay. Look at that. Oh, aren't they fun? Oh my gosh, I was so excited when we got these. At first I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like these, and I'm like, no, they're cool. I'm already on a 3rd pack of using these things, so these are kind of cool. Okay. All right, we're going to get started by using, sorry about that. Okay, here's the Daisy Delight stamp set. And as you can see, really cool looking. Sizes is what you see there, and this is the punch. And definitely a fabulous thing. So we're going to use one of the new colors, Berry Burst. It's a little bit pinker than Rich Razzleberry and Melon Mambo. I gotta tell you, I love the Melon Mambo, but this Berry Burst, I'm digging it. I'm totally loving this. So we've got our colors here. We're going to take you're going to see I've already been using this quite heavily. And let's, okay, so we're going to place this. Don't be alarmed. For those of you that are new to photopolymer, with the dye, I generally try to coat my stamps in a light pink or coral color in the beginning, and then the darker color doesn't adhere to it. I didn't do that. I jumped right into the Berry Burst ink. It's the way it is. We got to deal with it. Okay, we're going to start out with a piece of white cardstock. This is just the plain white. And what we're going to do, let's see, nothing like giving yourself a finger here, pink. Okay, so we're going to place it right here. And then do another one. Okay. Now, I've stamped it in the berry. But I'm going to show you an interesting thing to lighten up the color. So I have my item right here, but I'm going to show you something that I've been showing a lot of people to get a lighter look. Now I did get the markers, and this is the one of the new in colors, and it comes in a pack. They don't come individually, I'm sorry to say. But the whole pack is $15. I've been using them. And what I do is I take the marker and I just put it on here on my block. And I'm going to use one of my dimensionals. And I'm just going to color a little bit around the edges. and I just want a lighter look to it. If I did the dark, I'm going to show you what it would look like if I did the dark. That's way too dark. This way, it's a lighter look to it. And so I'm just adding a little color down the sides here. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of paint up. Little squeaky noises, if you hear that, it's okay. I'm just taking a little bit of color and going on the ends here and just going up. Okay, that works for me. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little color around here. Okay, so that's coloring it in, and nothing like losing a lid. I hate when I do that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's pretty much done with that. We're going to be using chocolate chip, if I can find it. Let's see, Berry Burst. I think we're done with Berry Burst. Let's see. Chocolate chip. So we're going to use it for the inside piece. This kind of reminds me of like Gerber daisies, Gerbers, or cone flowers. Kind of pretty. So what you're going to do is I'm going to take it, stamp off, and then stamp on top. You only need to do one because that's all we're going to be using. Now you're going to stamp the side with the real definition, stamp it again, and go directly on top. So I don't know if you can see this. Okay. Now we're going to punch this out. Cleaning off my blocks here. Hey Jackie, nice to see you. Okay, so now here's some tips about using this fun punch. Always close up your ink pads so you don't have a mistake. We don't want to decorate anything that we shouldn't with a color we just don't want right now. Okay, so with this, you're going to punch it in, place it on there, and punch out. Now lift up, keep your paper flat, slide, and do it again. Otherwise, it gets caught like I'm doing right now. But anyway, this is a great punch. Oh my gosh. Awesome idea. So now we have our two pieces here, and we're gonna just tape it onto there. I could add a little dimensional, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to add tape. And I'm just going to place it on top of here. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to decorate it with the Wink Castella. Shake it a little bit. When you first get this item, there is a black piece in there. You want to pull that off and then reattach it, shake it a little bit, and then squeeze it. On my YouTube page, I do have, after you've used 95% of it and there's not much left in there, I have a way to regenerate these. So you can check out my YouTube page. It's on my blog. You can just click on it. I believe it's lauraZstamps. I don't have it as lauraZstamps because I forgot to set it up that way. Haha, what did I know? But anyway, you can go onto my blog, and on the little coffee cup, so it has a YouTube, and you can just click on it. You can see all my channels there. Excuse me, all my videos. Okay, so what you're going to do is just squeeze a little bit, and you'll see a little bit pointing out, and you're just going to color in. And it's okay if the color starts painting on there. That's all right. You can actually lift color up from an ink pad and from the lid and paint with them. I've done that. But tonight, I'm just adding the color on just enough. Just that pretty shimmery look. Now I'm going to coat it off, and I'm going to do the brown, and I'm going to wipe it off. Same thing as I would do with a blender pen. Isn't that pretty? Kind of a cool item. Okay, flip it over. So that's a lot of work for a daisy. I know, oh my gosh. It's a lot of work. Okay, so okay, so we're going to use the metallic. Just go ahead and wrap it 1, 2, and 3. And I've got a couple dimensionals here. And this, I'm just using the big ones. 2 and 3. And you just peel these off. There you go. Okay. And then I just place this like that. So you kind of make it look like a mess in the back, and that's okay. So here comes our card part now. This is the thick white cardstock that we now sell. It's heavy duty, and we now sell vanilla, which is really great. I'm hoping they come out with other colors. That would be nice, but remember, I'm just one of the demonstrators here. Okay, so we're gonna just fold the card up. And I wanted to show you this beautiful paper. This is the new Color Theory. Look, crackle is back. I can't even stand it. I had some people saying I never knew it was gone. Yes, it's coming back. Remember the country stuff from the 80s and 90s? Yes, crackle is back. And so I'm just going to quickly show you. We got yellows, the greens, we got beautiful blue. This is the Dapper denim. We got our Berry Burst in there, which I love. Oh, love it. And what I did is I took a piece and I trimmed it down from one of these guys here. And it measures 1 3/8. I know, once again, I added the 3/8 in there. It could be a little longer, but I wanted to get the thank you in there, and I didn't want to stamp it on there. I know I could have done it this way, which you could do, but I wanted to do it this way. So I had the thank you on there, going with the stamp set. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and add our tape. I know I'm probably going too fast for the camera to see it. And you want to go at edge to edge. There we go, we're cleared up now. So we have it like that. And I'm going to use thank you. Now, in my initial paperwork, I used a basic black. And you can. This is our archival black. It's waterproof. And then you have Memento ink, which is the tuxedo black. It's great for our photopolymer inks stamps. And that's what I think I used for this one. So I apologize. I'm going to have to change that later because I have the initial paperwork I did. Either one would work. So They're right near each other. So we're going to use and again using, I want to make sure I got a, yep, and I'm placing it down here, and I'm going to raise it just a little. This one I got pretty low. All right, woohoo! So we have it like that. So now you want to add your daisy. And it's sticky enough, it should be good. If you worry, you can always add more dimensionals. I'm going to place it up just a little higher there. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Okay. Now, these guys. Oh, cue the angels. Oh my gosh. So what we have here, they're fun. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's something you need to have. You may not think you need these, but you do. These are glitter enamel dots, and you just peel and stick. There are 160 on here. Kind of cool. And let's see here. I'm just going to go with the lighter. I'm going to take a, as I did before, I'm just going to add one over here, like that. Then I'm going to take one that's like that, and then I'm going to have a darker one. I'll go with the medium one. Okay, somewhat different. Here you go. Not too shabby, right? We got the same, just a little different here, adding some fun to it. And I really have to say I'm loving this daisy and the paper. Oh heck, it's just an awesome, it's just an awesome suite. And so I got to tell you, I love it. I'm really enjoying using this. So I hope you get a kick out of playing with it. And now that it's back in business here, now that you can purchase this again, the Daisy Delight. So that's kind of a cool thing. Okay, so now we're going to get started with our third project, the third and final project. Okay. Thank you. Brenda, it's okay. We got a third project, and you can watch me later. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Okay, the video stays up on my Facebook page, so it's okay. I'm just going to do a little quick cleanup. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, send me some love here. Let's see some thumbs up for a third project. Dum da da dum. Thank you. Thank you. Awesomeness. Here we go. Oh, I know, I'm a nut job here. Okay. What we have here is the new paste. I am totally digging this. I know there's a bunch of you that have been asking me about it, saying, is this something, oh, what is this? And it's very, very cool. This is our new embossing paste. And I gotta tell you, it's fabulous because it dries so quickly. This stuff is amazing. I admit in the past I have used this stuff, but you would have to let it dry overnight. It took forever. This dries within minutes, so you gotta clean up the stuff right away. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you some quick tips about it. But it's fabulous. I mean, it's kind of, it gives you that texture, that 3D texture that you want on something. And it's kind of cool. So let me see if I've got my masks here. I gotta find them. Kind of a bit of a mess here. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna make this card, but let me quick show you the paste. Okay, so here's the paste. Here are the masks. This is what I used. Here's the brick. We got this like starlight guy going here. We got the brick. We've got clouds. That is fabulous. And then you have your awesome design. It's that Eastern design that we have right now with our one stamp set, and it's perfect. So you could actually put it on a card and just do part of a page and coat it really thick, which is really awesome. So these are cool. This is the Pattern Party Decorative Masks, and you get 4 of them. But you certainly could make your own masks using our clear window pages by using the die and the Big Shot. So this is just, you know, Stampin' Up! Knows, as demonstrators, we will just go all out. I realize there's paid professionals all over the world doing all kinds of cool things. You know, they're paid specifically by the company and all this stuff. Me, I'm telling you, you could just give it to me and I would just be all over it. You wouldn't have to pay me. Oh yes, that's why I get the big bucks here, right everybody? I'm telling you though, I love it and it's awesome. So I'm going to show you some great things about it. You need your palette. I just think it's great stuff. So we're going to use this piece for right now. And definitely have baby wipes handy. I'm using the thick Ultimate Clean one and done ones. These are really great to wipe off immediately. Having had 2 kids, I wish they would have had these back then, but they didn't. But I'm using them now for this. But you could use this right away. Now I will share with you, earlier today, I used this and unfortunately I cracked this piece a little bit. I let it dry accidentally. I cleaned these off, but I didn't clean this off. And so now I got a wrinkle. Boo-hoo! So you definitely want to clean this off. I still have some dry. It's like cement. It's practically like cement on here. So you definitely want to clean off your pieces before you go. So we're going to get started here and show you how we're doing this. Okay. We are using, for this card, I'm using Dragonfly Dreams. Really cute set. Great dies that go with this. I'm using the Vertical Greetings. I love that we have a Vertical Greeting set. It's funny because this has been in the catalog for a year already, and I just recently saw somebody using it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this set. Now, I'll admit, I probably won't use these guys. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I love the Vertical Greetings. We used to have sets years ago with Vertical Greetings, and I'm glad they brought something back. And I'm just sorry I waited a year to buy this, but it's here, and we're gonna use it. See, I used the Happy Birthday. And then the other one I used is Butterfly Basics. And this is a fun one. And we're using the leaf in there for this guy. So we're going to get started for the last and final project, which is a humdinger here. Okay. I already stamped. Just wanted to show you how it looks on here. So we have, yes, this is the new Lemon Lime paper. Hi, Shirley. And we're going to use the black here. Now, when you have a big stamp, I recommend taking the ink pad and stamping on top of it. You get better coverage as opposed to stamping on here if you have a bigger stamp, especially the big stamps. Okay. So now I'm just placing this. Uh-oh. I'm hoping I got it. I forgot to use my pad. Let's see if I did pretty good. Oh, that turned out pretty good. All right. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. We're going to bring in the Big Shot. Now, on this piece, I want to show you we've got our magnet platform. And yes, you could use that, but when I'm using a precision plate, when I want the little pieces, and I'm going to show you the die here. See that? Little tiny pieces in here, which I'm probably going to have to knock out. When you have a little pieces like this, you need the precision plate. And what we do to make how we're putting this together is putting it right on top of it, like that. And I'm going to place this right on top. Like that. We're going to bring this up. And you're just going to need one plate on top. As you can see, well used. Okay, so now I run it through. Oop, I moved him. Oops, I moved him. And I can see that. I'm going to have to do them again. That's all right. That's what this is about. I'm going to use the one I had used earlier. Okay, so I made a mistake, and I know it, but that's okay. I'm going to show you what I do here. We sell this really cool foam pad and the Sizzlet brush here to get these guys out. Normally, you would just poke each piece out. I'm going to show you what you're going to do. And I put it in a shoebox to house any extra little pieces here and then dump it out. You're just going to ream it like that. Like that. See? Look at all the little pieces that come out. Pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the lemon lime. I know you guys like it. Some people do. I'm sorry. It's sort of reliving the 80s with the hot pink. It's not quite the neon yellow. It's a lemon lime. But it's okay. I'll get over it. I'm starting to use it, so. That's why we have all these colors, so that we can enjoy it, and it's kind of cool. Okay, so as you can see, most of the items came out that are supposed to come out, and it's fabulous. I highly recommend it. If you're doing anything with a Big Shot, absolutely you need this. Put it in a shoebox, and this is how we do it. Then you don't have all the little pieces all over the place, and you just dump it in the garbage when you're done. It's a fabulous way to go. And what I'm doing here is just popping this out. And I apologize if I'm going past the time. I'm not even sure what time it is due to the fact I can't even see. It's after. I know, I said only an hour. Sorry, guys, I'm going over. Those of you that are coming in to see it, I hope it's okay. Okay, let's see here. Have I tried cutting the dragonflies or butterflies out of a beer or soda can yet? No, I have not. I have not. With the big dies that we used to sell, yeah, I did, and I'm not. And you know what? I'm looking at him. I'm going to use him. He looks kind of interesting. It's not perfect, and I'm okay with that. And that's the cool thing about this. This turned out better than I thought. It's kind of interesting the way it looked. Right? I mean, it doesn't, I mean, look at this. It's not dead on, like if I wouldn't have moved it, but that's okay. This is kind of cool. Okay, I'm just going to poke out any other pieces. One more. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so now I'm going to add my Winkastella. Oh, all right. Got to do the angel sound. It's awesome. I have customers that are now painting their fingernails. Very nice. Whatever works for you. They're using it on their eyelashes. Hey, whatever works. I believe it's non-toxic, so you're good to go. I just coat everything. And there we go. I got it all nice and shiny. All right, so done with that. Now I got to find my piece here. Where did I put my shoebox? Sorry, people. We're going to move it. Oh, I know. The gold would have been nice to keep, but they got rid of it. Sorry. Okay. So now I have my piece. Oh, so I did not pre-cut my pieces here. Let's see what we got going on here. So I guess what I'm going to do is just show you how I did this. So I'm not going to do the actual card in front of you. I did this piece, but I'm going to show you how I did this part right here. Okay, so what do we got here? We got 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So we got 5 1/4, 2 1/4. And then so we got 5 1/2 by 2 1/2. I knew I'd forget something, but that's okay. All right, we're going to use our basic black ink and the stamp set is Butterfly Basics. And we're going to use this guy right here. Okay, so now on this one, what I did is I just stamped it in black. I'm not using it all the way up, as you can see here. I'm not using it all the way up there. I'm just going to go ahead and so there I have my piece right there. And then I'm adding a little bit and then just a little bit here. All right. So there's a little bit different here. And now we're going to play with the paste. Okay, because I know this is what you guys want to see. Bring on the paste. Okay. Great item to have on hand is our little pad here, and silicone pad, and you know what, I'm going to look it up right now for you. Silicone pad. Silicone craft sheet, page 203. Okay, silicone craft sheet, it's $6. Drop a dot of adhesive on here. You can assemble things, let the glue dry, it pops off. Great stuff. This is the item I use all the time. I have actually, I think, 4 of these. I'm using them for attaching things all day long. If I'm going to use something and I only want tape on it and not all over here, I'm going to use this. I didn't use it earlier, I just found it now. So, okay, so we're going to get started by using, I'm looking for my masks. There it is. Okay, I'm going to take the side that is not bent now. I can't believe I broke it. I'm still going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to just line this up right here. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be. It can be more or less. It's totally up to you. On my card here, I just did a part of it. I think I'm going to do half on this one. Now I'm going to show you the differences in these tools here. I am definitely sure this is your spreader, and it definitely seems to work really well. These you can paint with, you can kind of play with and pick it out of there and do different things with it. So totally up to you how you play with this stuff. As you can see, I've dug into this one already. Had some pink in there earlier. I'm just going to take some out, and it's very fluffy. It looks like, let's see here. Let's see, the consistency of almost like Cool Whip. So what you want to do is just take some of it off. And place it on there. I'm going to add a little bit more, just in case. Maybe I want a little thicker this time. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to just place this down here, and I'm just going to start coating it. And you start playing with it a little bit, and you just spread it like butter. And I'm getting a little close to the edge there, but it's okay. And you just spread, and you coat it. And I'm actually going to put some of it back in there because I'm not coloring it right now. And I'm going to show you a difference in that. Okay. And then you just lift up. This one I want to smear a little bit more. Ta-da! Look at that. Awesomeness. This is cool stuff. Those of you with young daughters like I do, they'll want to play with this. My daughter's already asking me, can we play with it? I said, not until I'm done with my video. So I'm just wiping it off. And I'm just going to wipe it down really quick with my baby wipes. As you can see, I left the messy card for last here. I hope you don't mind. I knew I would go over. I just knew it. I'm like, I have way too complicated projects for you guys. And now you just lift up and you let it dry. We're just gonna wipe that up. And that's basically it. And you're letting it dry. Now I'm just gonna wipe. And I definitely have the information for this card as well, with the measurements. So all these will go up on my blog as well as my Facebook page when I'm done here, so that you can get a gist of everything. Okay, so here's a quick idea using, because this will take a few minutes to dry, but I'm just going to show you how it looks. The thickness, but it's going to take a few minutes to dry, but it's going to be longer than I wanted it to be. And again, you'll just attach it onto here. So that's kind of cool. So I'll put him off. All right, so say you want to color something. Let's try the brick. I gotta show you. This is the one I played with already enough. So I'm just gonna show you on some scrap paper. So you're going to take it and just place that right there on top of it. So you're going to take some of the paste right here, and that's good enough for me. I think that's good. And I don't want to keep it open too long here. Okay, so here's the Cajun Craze. This is the color I'm going to use to paint it, to color it. And you can make it as dark as you want to. I'm just going to add two drops of re-inker. And you're just going to color it. Look at that. It's cool stuff. So you just kind of play with it. So you got the right consistency and color. Obviously I could go darker if I wanted to. Okay, so we're going to put him off to the side. So on my scrap right here, I'm just going to do a little basic, just lay it on top. And I'm just taking a basic piece of what I got here. I want it to be a little more colored here. And then you just pick it up, and I just smother it. And again, you're just taking it and smothering it on here. What do you guys think of this? Interesting? Or, oh, that's beyond anything you want to do. All right, here comes the big reveal. So you just lift up, and there's your brick. Kind of cool, huh? I'm liking it. I'm thinking this is kind of a cool idea to play around with. Thanks, Patty. I think this is really an easy project to make great. Again, you could stamp behind it like I did for this project, where I stamped first and then added. You could do that. You could add, I can see some great Halloween ideas, Christmas ideas, really cool looking projects with this. And again, just wiping it off. Now, you guys know, those of you that are demonstrators following me here, you guys know I am definitely going to have a second set of these for customers so that they can play. I know people are not just going to want to watch, they want to play. So you always want to have extra on hand. So I just place that off to the side. And then, yeah, it's a bummer because I'm wasting here. I didn't use it all up, and that's okay. I'm just showing you tonight for a reason. I'd probably pick out smaller pieces of it to play with. So that's basically what this is. I mean, the paste is wonderful. I mean, you can color it any color. You're definitely going to want to have more than one tub. Just remember to close it before you go away for the night and you're done crafting. That I highly recommend. Otherwise, you're going to have a jar of concrete when you're done. We don't want that. We do not want that. All right, so I agree. Nice fireplace for a Christmas card. Absolutely. I think that would be fabulous. And I'm just wiping everything up. And that's it. Those were my cards for tonight. Let me put them back up for you. So we had this guy, and we had this guy. Whoops. give you a fresh page here. So you had this, you got to see, oh, that's what we don't want to happen, just so you know. All right, so we have our piece here. As you can see, it's not dry yet, but I guarantee you in less than an hour it's going to be dry. It is nothing like the stuff that you've gotten in the stores. Thank you. Yes, haha. It's not like the stuff you have in the stores where it takes all night to dry. This is very impressive. It'll be dry in less than an hour. Some things, depending on the thickness and all, if it's thinner, it's going to dry within moments. I would say within 10 minutes. Depending on the thickness, again, this took about probably 15 minutes to dry. So on some areas on here, it's going to be drier sooner than later. All right, so basically, these were my 3 ideas for you. And I apologize, I didn't mean to go the full hour and a half. I meant to do this in an hour, and there was just no way. I made complicated cards for my first full virtual thing here, so I apologize. Next time I'll just do one serious technique for the next one that I do, probably next month. So kind of a cool thing here. Letting you know again, for those of you that are not my demonstrators and want to place an order, I know it's upside down. It's NKNJSM3S. And you go to lauraZstamps. Whoops, let me put it on here. lauraZ.stampinup.net. I don't know if you can see this. I hope this turned out okay. Okay, so this is my Stampin' Up website. www.lauraZ.stampinup.net. So that's kind of cool. Obviously, if you go to my blog, you can shop too by hitting the Shop Now button. On my Facebook page, I also have a Shop Now. I will be including all the directions. I have already picked a couple of people for door prizes. I didn't do it online. I've already marked down the names, so I'm very excited. We have Karen Janine as one of them. I don't know if Karen's still on right now, but she's one of my door prize winners. We have Deb Burge. Are you guys out there? So we got Karen, we got Deb, and do we have Tony? I don't know if Tony's still here. And Beth. So I know you guys were on there earlier, so I don't know if you're still on there now. Send me a little thumbs up if you're available. Oh, good, Karen. Yay! So, oh, awesome. Okay, so you want to see what you won? That's for sticking it out, people, that you stayed here with me this long, okay? So, Karen, you're the first one. You get these from me, and I'll be sending that to you. Deb Burge, if you're still there, you're going to get Stampin' Trimmer blades. Whoa! Hi, Tiffany. And let's see, we have Tony. If Tony is still on with me, yay! I don't know if Tony's still on with me here. It takes a few moments when I'm watching the live on the on the iPad. So I can't tell. Anyway, Tony is going to be getting the Hearts and Stars elements, which is very cool. And you just pop these out of the wood pieces. Hey, Beth. And Beth, you get one of these as well. Yay! Thank you, Janelle. Very cool. Beth, you get a refill of the Booger Maker tape. Very, very cool. So those are my door prize winners here. So very exciting. Oh my gosh. So we're going to try to bring this back here. Let's see if I can turn it around. Yay! Oh my gosh, here we go. Anyway, I am so happy you could be a part of my virtual party here. It took a little bit longer than it should have, but I'm very pleased. I really don't think I lost any feed. I think everybody got to see me live because my phone is better and everything about it turned out a lot better, I think. So I'm really pleased. I know it was a long video, but I thank you for sticking it out with me. I really appreciate it. Patty, welcome to my team, the Dairy Best Stampers. One of your sidelines, yay! One of your sidelines is Brenda, and she's up in Michigan. Oh, the northern part, so I'm very excited. I know I can't say it. Say it again. Oh. So Beth, who used to be with me, is up north. Beth, it is so good to hear from you. Need it bad. Excellent. You got to have that. So I hope you enjoyed the cards and some ideas. And if you need a new catalog and you don't have one, you got to contact me on my Facebook page or message me. It's awesome. It's really awesome. I'm really, really pleased with it. So, Menominee, thank you, Brenda. Definitely very, very cool. Patty is down in Georgia. She was in Rockford and has since moved. I think she was in Ohio and then now she's in Georgia. I can't keep up with everybody. But anyway, very exciting. I'm very pleased to have had all of you visit and watch me and see some great ideas. And I hope I inspired you tonight. So I will talk with you later. I'm signing off finally. Have a good night and thank you so much for watching. And keep on stamping.